Spiritual people lose all their friends. You don't have any friends out there if you're a spiritual seeker or a spiritual being. This word friendship and companionship comes from a surface, a level way of thinking, looking at the surface way of life. Oh yes, we're friends. Oh, if you're my friend, okay, we're friends. But realistically, I don't have any friends, and most likely you don't have any friends too if you're on the spiritual journey. Like to look at something very basic and in a general sense. When you start the spiritual journey, you lose all your friends, so-called friends. You lose them. Why? Because your interests expand. You don't have the same interests anymore. Actually, maybe you don't even have interests to begin with. You just totally lose all of the interest from your own mind. Gone. Poof. So you can't be friends with those people, especially if they're not on the same path as you, if they're not on the spiritual path. Then for sure you can't be friends. Because a spiritual person and an unspiritual person can't really be friends. It doesn't work like that. Maybe you're thinking, oh no, you should accept everyone the way that they are, and everyone, you can be friends with anyone, and it doesn't matter what path you're on. Let me just move the computer out of the way so that you can see me clearly. There's more sunlight coming in. Hopefully I didn't mess everything up. But the reality is, my friends, that's not the case. At least that's not been my own personal experience. My own personal experience has been that all the friends that I've lost, even the so-called friends that I thought were friends since my childhood, gone. My high school friends and my childhood friends also nowhere to be seen. Can't spend time with them. Maybe it's because I'm not aligned with them. I don't have the same goal in mind. I don't have the same vision. That's probably true. Some people, some new people are coming into my life because I have a similar interest with them. I have a similar vision. I'm seeing something, what I want, and they're seeing something that aligns with mine. Okay, we can get together and we can do some stuff. That's what friendship means to me. Friendship doesn't, that word doesn't jive with me. It doesn't do it justice. It's a very surface level word, friendship. And maybe because I've been hurt in the past, it's like, oh, you're my friend and this word friendship, it doesn't cut it for me. The best word to use is allies. You're my ally. I understand this. This makes better sense to me. We can be allies, and then we can not be allies, and we can turn into enemies. That's how it generally is. On a deeper sense, if you're on the spiritual path, you will lose all your friends because you'll realize there's no such thing as being friends to begin with. There's no such thing as friendship. You're a selfish being. Everyone is selfish inherently. And you don't just lose your friends, you lose everything. You lose your mind. As if it's a bad thing. Oh no, I've lost my mind, they say. That man has lost his mind. It's a really bad thing. He doesn't know anything. Well, it can be bad if you're going out of control, hurting people. Oh, he's totally lost his mind. Can you believe what he's saying? He's lost his mind. Well, that could be interpreted in two ways. You could say wild, crazy things that no one's ever heard of and probably aren't true, like, hey, the earth is flat. That guy's lost his mind. That's not so great. Or you can say totally true things, and it's not in the experience of common folks. Yes, the whole world is a vibration. It's just sounds emanating from every object. Oh, that guy's lost his mind. That's a fact. So you want to lose your mind in a positive, good way. You don't want to have the critical, judging mind try to destroy you and destroy everything around you. You want to lose that. You want to lose the attachment side of your mind, the confusion side of your mind, or the delusional side of your mind. Not side, but the whole thing. If you could lose your mind, that would be a great thing. Well, maybe not so great. The mind is a fantastic tool for survival, but that's what it is, as a tool. It needs to be kept aside. It needs to be used appropriately. I have a toolbox just in my shed, my closet, and I keep it to the side. Why? Because I don't need to hold on to it every 5 seconds. Oh, I need to have my drill and my screwdriver. No, it's an appropriate time to use it. Similarly, thoughts, memories, perceptions, whatever the mind is capable of, fantastic tool. Okay, now it's time to plan, work ahead. I'm going to have some interview planned. Time to use my mind. Okay, what's going to happen here? Okay. And then when it's done, you just turn it off. There's no need. Unfortunately, the mind is a garbage dump, as Sadhguru said. Sadhguru, you see right behind me? It's a garbage dump. So whatever impressions, sense impressions come into you, that's what it's going to encode, that's what it's going to receive, that's what it's going to be imprinted with. And it never goes away. And it just kind of recycles. It regurgitates that. So, also, you can't really stop your mind. That doesn't work. It's like you can't stop your heart from beating. You can't stop your mind from doing its natural thing unless you do some severe, intense work. Well, I'm planning to do that. It's a natural process. It's just as natural as your fingernails growing. But unfortunately, so much friction is involved with most people, and so much pain comes as a result of this that they want to turn their mind off. No, this hurts too much. No, it's a pretty good process. You just learn how to work with it, use it. So coming back to friends, this is seeing this in more of my friends, so to speak. The spiritual friends that I have, the spiritual allies, that they're beginning to awaken and understand, and they're getting ready to dissolve their relationships. Things that they had in the past, they can't bring them to the future with them. It doesn't work. It can't work. Some relationships are failing. Some friendships are breaking up. Like, for example, my good friend, one good friend, close friend, contacted me saying that he's never going to be politically correct with his friends. He's willing to burn the bridges and burn the boats, wherever it may be appropriate. He's willing to say the truth just how it is, and whatever consequences sprout out as a result of that, he's ready to take the consequences. That's a wise man. Similarly, another person I'm speaking to recently found out some relationship things that are happening, some things that are crumbling. Well, my friends and ladies and gentlemen, let me make a little disclaimer here that if you approach me, if you watch my videos, if you're in any way attuned and accustomed to this, what's going to follow next likely will resemble some form of maybe mild or gentle destruction, at the least. Destruction not in a bad way, destruction in a way that it's like if a tornado goes through a gentle, a soft, mild tornado runs through the forest, only the dead, rotting, falling trees are going to fall down. The healthy, strong, youthful, vibrant, and alive trees, they won't be impacted. So it's a kind of cleaning process. The fundamental nature of existence is creation, maintenance, and a destruction. All these three are needed. And I just happen to have embodied this sense of destruction, Shiva. Destruction is necessary if you want to build something new. It's also necessary if you want to become wise. What do you want to destroy? You want to destroy your ignorance. You want to destroy your not knowing. You want to destroy the old, unhelpful aspects of yourself. You want to destroy the conditioning that you've set in your life, your habits, your comfortable lifestyle that's built upon lies or on a weak foundation, not a strong foundation. Something has to happen. So a tornado is very useful. Maybe not a tornado, maybe like a fire. A natural forest fire can be very good for a forest. It can make it very healthy because the dead, rotting wood will get burnt up. All the ash will go into the soil. It will make the soil so much richer, so much life will sprout out, and the healthy trees really won't be affected because they're full of water. So don't look at this as a bad thing. This is a positive thing. So you losing your friends is not a bad thing. Nothing bad's happening. And keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that when something is happening, anything that's happening in this universe, it's always a bonus. It's always a plus. especially when bad things in quotes happen. Unless you've set those bad things in motion, that's a little bit uncalled for maybe, or that's unwise. But when life situations present themselves, oh, okay, and this is happening. Something maybe in quotes bad is happening. I'm losing my friends. Why is this happening? Just know that the old is leaving and something new will inevitably have to take its place.